Hello, everyone. Today is Monday, December 1st, 2025. Your update for Tuesday 2nd. All right, let's go. Well, as far as official setups, there are none again tonight. This ANET continues to catch my eye as a honorable mention if you feel like going after that one. We're going to go ahead and bump the stop a little bit in these golds. Not a huge move today, but enough to warrant a little bit of a stop raise. And also, as they continue to our favor, we're going to start bumping them a little bit here and there. Not quite on a one-for-one basis. I'll explain that in just one second. I think I have before, though. Anyway, ADAT still looks like it's in lots and lots of trouble as far as potential shorts. In fact, all of these should be flagged tonight, so my apologies. All of these are potential shorts. But you can see that a lot of stocks look like they're pretty toppy here. Interactive brokers looks like it could be in lots of trouble. Some of these crypto stocks look like they're in trouble. Obviously, with Bitcoin continuing to slide, but that's a dangerous game to play, shorting those stocks that have HVs in the 100 plus range. Let's take a look at the portfolio real quick. Then we'll pop out to the overall market. KGC, bam, winning right here at all-time highs. Not going to argue with that. Ditto for TFPM, off its best levels, but still all-time highs nonetheless. All right, let's take a look at today's action. Lots happening today. S&P 500, not the end of the world, but obviously you want to see a market approaching its old highs. Try to get there or come a little closer to getting there, but not a great day. All things considered, a little choppy day, but still down nonetheless. NASDAQ, well, if it's worst level, still down a little nonetheless. You'd sure like see it make those new highs and not look back for a while. Rusty 2000 getting hit fairly hard. That's a bit of a bummer because we weren't too far away from those highs. And by highs, I mean all-time highs. Let's take a look at some areas out there. Biotechnology getting whacked fairly hard. It could use a bit of a correction, and that might be the beginnings of what we saw today. So I wouldn't consider that the end of the world. Gold stocks off their best levels. Gold commodity actually is at a little higher. Gold stock's not too far from all-time highs. So that's certainly a good thing. Gold not too far from brand new highs too. So that's obviously a good thing. Silver continues to bang on new highs with vigor. Maybe in a pullback we'll see some stocks setting up here. It's kind of interesting. The Landry 100, a lot of the golds and silvers came out, and now they're going right back in. So that's one of those old sectors that was leading that could possibly be the new sector that's leading, and usually that doesn't happen. Anyway, semiconductors, a little bit of a bounce. It's still a questionable at best. They are back above their moving averages. Still looking toppy in here for now, at least. AI still looks questionable, too. You can see it has bow-tied to the downside, although it has rallied a little bit above those moving averages. Not enough to get excited about, though. Robotics and AI, or robots, or the bots, I should say, same sort of action as AI overall. You can see it tailed higher, came back in. Looks like a top remains in place there, at least for now. Cybersecurity, the other those areas looking questionable at best. You can see lots and lots of overhead supply to deal with here. So that the list goes on and on as far as these toppy looking sectors. Bitcoin remains in a pretty serious downtrend, as I've been saying ad nauseum for a few weeks, I believe. Please do not try to catch a falling knife there. Software looks like a top remains in place so far. Just pull it back a little bit. Defense, none of those toppy areas broke down a little bit today. You can see selling off out of that bow tie. And this is well below the 50 simple and looks like the 200 could be the next stop for that guy. Lithium, not too far from all-time highs. Lithium and silver, two of the stronger areas out there. Telecom still looks toppy, not too far from all-time highs. Financials looks like a major top still remains in place here, even though it did get back above the moving averages. Not too far away from new highs, but obviously you still would have to get there. For now, still looking toppy at best. So I think that's pretty much it for tonight. Still pretty mixed out there. I don't see any reason to short a bunch of high HV stocks at this juncture, but I'm keeping my eye obviously out for potential shorts at this juncture. A few big updates as usual will make a big difference, especially since we're at an inflection point. But hey, you know the routine. Here it comes. Take things one day at a time. For now, probably the best action, or I know the best action is no new action for now. Everybody have a fantastic night. If you have any questions, you know the routine. Thank you so much.